Good day. Hope everybody out there is having a good one. So, we some new Nightwish to talk about, huh? They just released a new one, and we got to dig into this. This is off their new album coming up, Yesterwynde or Yesterwynde. Um, I am been really looking forward to experiencing this with everybody instead of like, everything else that I've experienced with Nightwish has been like past tense kind of. So this has been really cool to be a part of the experience of new Nightwish and just what everybody's got to say about it and what their thoughts on all this are in comparison to the last album, in comparison to older stuff, all that. And pushing the envelopes and doing different things. And I think the last song, they were really putting some different stuff, but they have that signature, awesome, just huge Nightwish sound, and that's what we're going to check out today. This we're going to see anyway. This is Nightwish, the day of. Let's check it out.
A new virus has now been discovered. You may be infected by mundane groceries.
In an unprecedented turn of events, astronomers have recalculated the flight
Several
path
people
of
have been evacuated from the site, but approximately
skies are humming, Armageddon second coming, war of the worlds, the end of history. Take shelter, floods are rising, the wrath of thunder is drumming, end of days for mankind and for your kin. For those empty moments, fear more, in this grave new world of 84.
It's very cool. Yeah, very neat. All right, now, admittedly, it it takes until like about halfway into it before it, really, it's like it builds up, and it really it almost reminded me a little bit at the beginning of Floor's solo album, the Paragon. Um had that feel to it, almost like this that there's been a lot of the poppy synth stuff, with that retrified type feel to it. It was like a little bit of that was in there, and or their version of it. And I think it's real. And above all, like, this is one thing, like, even if, like, you say weren't, yeah, look at that imagery. I'd love to, like, I wonder, like, does Thomas also, like, come up with, like, oh, and here's the idea for the video, like, that wouldn't surprise me. But no, I think this is really cool, but it just makes me think of, like, it was probably really itchy, but yeah, it's a very cool way to get the point across with the song, especially with what everything's about. And you could tell Thomas is dipping into topics that are a little bit current, but really, kind of making the point that we've been dealing with these things through time, and we're all just the children of the world, waiting for the next thing. Hopefully, not a big asteroid or something like that. I think we do tend to take for granted how much of a miracle it is that we are, that we exist, and that's outside of any religious beliefs or any of that. It's just when we see the vastness of our space and what's out there and the things that, it's like, wow, it's like, well, even if there is life in other places and we are probably pretty certain of it, we're pretty lucky to be here. There's, like, a pretty, we have to be in the right spot away from our sun. I mean, all these things have to come into play for us to even, survive and grow as a species and all that. And I think with turbulent times, we'll say, I think people tend to forget that we have way more in common than we don't. And that, at the end of the day, we're all on this big ball flying through the air. Or for you flat earthers, we're all on this big checkerboard floating through the sky, but at a gazillion miles an hour. But I really do, I think I'm assuming that there's gonna be, there always is some naysayers out there to say nay, and people that might not appreciate it sonically or whatnot. Again, it really, like, when you get like halfway through it, it really starts reminding you of, like, the Nightwish that we're accustomed to. But I love the just the way that poetry is used, and the way that everything is, like, so meticulously placed word wise, and melody wise, and it's like, yeah, I would I I would just love to be a fly on the wall and watch, the creative process. And one thing that's really cool, is the fact that they have been showing these making of videos, and I did want to talk a little bit about them for just a second. I think that we don't get enough of that nowadays, and I think it's very weird because now where it's easier than ever to show behind the scenes things, it's like there's less of it to be had sometimes. It's weird. But you know, um before you were getting like behind the scenes with bands that were either willing to make the effort or pay the money to have, people document them and all that. And, growing up, it was like you were really hungry to see, what the process was in making, albums. I remember one of them, Aerosmith making a Pump was a good look at, even if you didn't like, Aerosmith or whatever, it was a good look at, a band and, their creative process and, the amount of takes and the struggles and all the, intricacies to making music. And, that, you know, sometimes this sounds weird. Sometimes the stuff is easier to play than it is to record. It's like, can we just go out and play this? Because we can play it a lot better than we can, and that's the honest truth is sometimes, to get the sound that you want to convey out there can be a little bit harder than just doing it live. And that like, that's, where, they really have, where they've honed their own sound and they can be self-produced. They're at a point right now where, they're on their own road. Nobody's gonna, come in and, unless he's gonna ask for it, aside from band members, nobody's gonna pave the road that, they're going to walk down. They're gonna pay, or Thomas is gonna, be the one, laying down the tracks for that. And, no pun intended. But I think this again, this is a great example of the theme they're going with here, and also a great example of just the awesome poetry that they always bring, and their way of being able to offer us perspective in a different way, and a nice, a very sonically pleasing way of telling us to take a step back for a minute and appreciate, what we are as a species, and what we are as a people. Sometimes with societal issues and all that, we can tend to forget some of these things. So I really appreciate it when a band, especially of this magnitude, helps offer perspective, and also really they have this way too of like kind of saying the stuff that we're all thinking and stuff like that, and they definitely, from looking at any one of their shows, they have a great way of bringing all sorts of people together, and from all over the musical spectrums. I've found as well. There are people that older people, younger people, people that wouldn't necessarily be into metal, people that I have found a lot in the Nightwish fan base that I wouldn't find any other way. And and I gotta say too, there's more people guiding the way, or offering up awesome suggestions than there are gatekeepers. Some bands, and I'm not throwing shade, but some bands, their fan bases tend to be gatekeepy and all that, and you're not a real fan unless you blah blah blah, and check off all these boxes, and that's not that's not so with the Nightwish fan base. They have an awesome fan base, and I've learned so much in a short amount of time about a band that's got that's got a pretty deep lore, and in the scheme of things, a pretty short amount of time when you really look at it. But they've been around for a little bit, and they've been able to just really craft this awesome fan base of people, and I really highly suggest going and checking out more from this band, and getting in contact with the fan base and having them show you around. That's how I found all of the awesome stuff. We have a ton of Nightwish videos talking about them and all sorts of different things in the Nightwish world. So if you'd like to go check out that playlist, you can. But I would just follow the links, go show some support. If this is your first time here in Nightwish, welcome to the club, because wow, way awesome band, and you got a lot to catch up on. There is I think you gotta go backwards a little bit, but and really let's see how we got to where we are. But at the same time, you could just start right here and start enjoying. And the album is coming out very, very soon. Wow, it's like, it seemed like it was gonna be forever ago, and now it's like right around the corner. So yeah, looking forward. I'm not sure if you think they'll have another release before. Maybe. I know they'll probably have another making of thing, most likely. So do go check those out. Like I said, it's an awesome way to see how they do their thing. I just, I really have been enjoying checking those out and everything. And I think I'm going to make a separate video talking about them a little bit, because I think I appreciate that stuff a little, probably a little bit more than the average person. But yeah, it's a cool thing that they're taking the time to do that. And I think also, seeming where they're not going to be touring on this album, they also want to make sure that they're giving the fans more than just the album to chew on, and I think that's very cool. And I'm sure we will see a lot more, and I will be so surprised if they don't at least do a few one-offs and some stuff like that. You let me know your opinion, and if you know any of the bands in this realm or any other bands we should be checking out, please do comment and let us know some artists that we should be checking out from all over the musical spectrums. Even if they're independent artists from your neck of the woods, please let us know. We want to show everybody else. And like I said, if this is your first time here in Nightwish, wow. And if you know somebody that's into awesome music like this, well, let them know about this band. And yeah, go follow the links and show some support, and do the pre-saves, the pre-orders, all the pre-things that you can do nowadays. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, comment a band or an artist or somebody we should be checking out, and we will get to them as soon as possible. And above all, have a great day out there, everybody. We got tons more news, reviews, reacts, all sorts of awesome stuff in the works. So yeah, stay tuned and have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.